The 1955 Standard Oil Fire was probably one of, if not the largest, refinery fire recorded. And our founder, Clyde McMillan, was a first responder on that scene. And he was severely burned, second-degree burns to the majority of his body. He was using equipment that had been around for many, many years, unchanged. He didn't have that protection that he needed. Shortly after that, he came up with the idea for the automatic fire nozzle. He changed the game. He took action, and we've instilled that thought process here. We're always driving for better. Everything we do is about how to make the firefighter's job safer or easier or more effective.
A lot of employees here are firefighters themselves, so they come up with the idea. We also reach out to our customers out there in the field, listen to what they have to say. So as we're designing all these products and all these new innovations, we're always trying to include the best performance in all of our products, whether that be maximizing water flow. We also want to make sure our products are versatile, as firefighters have to fight a whole bunch of different scenarios out there, and we need to provide the flexibility in our products for them to accomplish whatever they need to, with the end goal being that, adding all these performance features into our products, that the firefighters can go home at the end of the day completely safe, back to their families.
I think about it when I go home every night. Did I make good stuff today? Did I make stuff that's going to work? Because somewhere in the world, someone's using one of our products. I take a lot of pride that there's a blitz fire in our museum that actually got burnt in a fire, and it still works. If you look at the thing, you would never believe it could still work. And I want to make stuff like that. And there are certain things that we make here that I can't imagine making them without having the machines that we have here. It's fast, it's accurate, and it just never ceases to amaze you what these things can do. The parts are complex, and the quality of them matters. It's not mindless work. It's challenging at times, but it's always fulfilling.
We provide gauging to the CNC department to make sure that they have all the tools necessary to make sure they're making quality parts, and also make sure they know how to use those gauges to make sure that it does the same thing every single time, and that reliability that our customers count on. For us to put together a good product, we have to make sure we meet the standards. I mean, I used to be a firefighter, so it means a tremendous amount to me. I know that, that piece of equipment is going to be in my hands and could, save my life if I need it. And it's always going to work for me the first time I use it.
Some of them are flowing at hundreds of gallons per minute. And you can't replicate that kind of stuff with, different alternatives. We use the test tank to do all of our testing. The stuff that go out the door for customers come through me or one of the other testers at some point. Because at the end of the day, if the product that we are sending out isn't what we say it is, or it's not up to spec, it's not calibrated or adjusted properly, we can't do what we say that we do. So I basically just make sure that everything that we send out is what we say it is.
Having been a firefighter, I understand the environments these things are being used in, because in some cases I've been in some of those environments with the TFT products. It is still a mechanical device. At some point it's going to get damaged.
Being a firefighter and working at TFT and knowing our products and how they're supposed to work, I enjoy taking something that's broken, repairing it, and making sure that it works to what it's supposed to do.
Our service classes are really kind of a general overview of most of our product lines. The ability to repair it within the firehouse puts it back into service quick, but I also think being able to repair your own equipment also, you take a little greater pride in the equipment that you're using.
Some departments don't have the budget to send stuff back for repair. It can get costly sending stuff back and forth. Some of the departments are big enough, they have their own shop and their own guys, and they want to keep everything in-house. We're helping people to, basically protect lives and property just by keeping their equipment going. It's prideful knowing that we have a small part in keeping them running.
The importance of ease of access to information, ease of access to us when they need help. I think that's our biggest takeaway when we're working with folks that come to our classes.
Our TFT University program covers fire science principles, and then when it comes to water flow, how to most effectively set up a firefighting system that's going to allow the best productivity for the firefighter on the fire ground. But now, with training being so accessible online, it's much easier to truly make the fire service better We have a lot of new content rolling out every day here at TFT and producing educational content, because we could make a list of questions, but it doesn't matter what questions we come up with. What matters is the questions the firefighters have, the challenges they're trying to solve. That's what matters. The mission we live out every day is to serve those who put their lives on the line every single day to help save lives and protect property.
It's very fulfilling. It's one of the reasons why I actually come in every day, and why I've been here for so long.
There's few jobs that you can do and you can say that the stuff you were doing is saving lives on a daily basis.
I mean, I could paint a picture of it, of this jagged hole with fire coming out of it, and you can see two firemen and their masks looking up. It was do something right then, or I'm gonna watch two co-workers, one of my son, burn up. I grabbed the nozzle, said, we got to put this thing on a fog pattern to get this fire off of them. I was able to cover them and keep the fire off of them while the rescue crews came in and pulled them out of that hole that they fell through. Mullins Fire Department purchased that nozzle the same year that my son was born, 21 years old, and worked like a champ. There was no flaw at all in that nozzle. I could have lost my kid, but due to the performance of TFT nozzles, my kid's sitting right over here next to us today.